up the only team that's at home Friday night, Savannah Christian. The Raiders are looking to advance past the second round of the playoffs for the first time since joining GHSA over 20 years ago. To get there, the Raiders will have to get past the team that ousted them last year, Miller County. Last week, Savannah Christian saw the return of Chris Barnwell, who, after missing 3 weeks due to an ankle injury, looked just fine, thank you. He racked up 188 yards on 34 carries and scored his 17th touchdown of the season in a 14-10 win over Irwin County. As a team, the Raiders totaled nearly 350 yards rushing, while the defense held Irwin to a little more than 150 yards of total offense. However, Raider coach Donald Chumley felt his team took its foot off the gas pedal and let the Indians back into the ballgame late. Savannah Christian has had a habit of doing that this season, and while they've gotten away with it so far, once you reach this level of the playoffs, letting teams get back up off the mat could spell disaster. Miller County returns a good portion of the team that defeated the Raiders 20-13 in the second round last year. The Pirates are led by running back Shaundre Sheffield, while receivers Jawan Jones and Crosby Slater make Miller County a threat through the passing game as well. Defensively, the Pirates held Savannah Christian to just 102 rushing yards on 48 carries, an average of just over 2 yards per carry. I went out to Savannah Christian this week to talk to Coach Chumley about how the pressure of the second round of the playoffs is affecting the Raiders.
Well, we got to play a good football game. We didn't play a good football game last year against a really good opponent, and we've got that same opponent, and they're for real. And if we don't play our absolute best, mistake-free, we'll get beat. So mistakes and trying to get out early to an early start and hanging on is kind of what we're going to have to do.
Does the fact this team's had the second round troubles the last couple of years that add more pressure to you or to this team?
Not to me at all. I think we're 11-0, and I think if it ends right now, then we got a lot to be proud of. But that being said, nobody's ready for it to end. I think the only pressure you put on is out there is what you put on yourselves. And I expect us to play well, and if we win, then we get to move on, and if we lose, then it's been a great year.
While an undefeated record and a region championship are nice, make no mistake about it, this game is what the Raiders have been playing and practicing for since August. You can go even farther back to the time they lost to Miller County last year. Chumley and his team have had to listen to people talk about how the Raiders have never made it past the second round, and I believe that has been a major driving force for the Raiders this season. I think this is going to be a very good game. I see this being low scoring and very physical. One mistake, one turnover could spell the difference. Now normally I don't put a lot of stake in home field advantage, but there are not many drives in the state longer than the one from Savannah to Colquitt that the Raiders made last year. This year Miller County has to make the long trip, and that isn't going to hurt the Raiders' chances one bit. Savannah Christian has played a lot better at home than it has on the road this season, and I just think they're due for an appearance in the state quarterfinals. I'm taking Savannah Christian to win a tight one, 14-12.